Jack Welch once said that if the rate of change on the outside exceeds the rate of change on the inside, the end is near. So how does your organization cope with the rate of external and internal change? Do you rock the boat? Do you have a digital strategy that sits at the heart of your organization that deals with those key external changes? So your digital strategy needs to be defined against the backdrop of two major trends. One of them is the key tech trends, the other one are the key market shifts. So if you look at the key tech trends, what we're seeing is that the technology is developing at an exponential rate. So it's really hard for us to imagine, to comprehend what the technology is capable of. On top of that, the technology changes the markets, and the changes in the markets also drive changes in the technology. So what happens? Customers adapt the technologies within their organizations, and as consumers, you change your behavior, and that also can lead to new business models with companies coming up with new ideas for addressing those needs. Products are getting increasingly digitized, where you have physical products being enriched with digital services, and where physical products in some cases are even being replaced by digital products. And finally, ecosystems are getting redefined. So against that backdrop, you as an organization need to decide on what should my digital strategy be and how shall that drive organizational performance. So now let's look at digital strategy and let us define what it is. First of all, it's defined as organizational strategy. That is really key. Why? Because this question always pops up, whose department is it? Is it marketing? Is it innovation? Is it ICT? No, it doesn't belong there. It's not a functional strategy. It transcends those functional domains and it becomes an organizational strategy. Secondly, you have the formulation level and you have the execution. Eric Schmidt once said that the strategic foundation needs to be stable, but the plan is fluid. So that's also what we're saying here. You need to have your ambition clear within your strategy development process, but in the execution, it's all about new emerging trends like, for instance, design thinking, like rapid prototyping, where you go after minimum viable products, you do agile sprints, you do user interaction, so you integrate all of this to see where that strategy will take you. All of that is enabled by digital technologies, and the ultimate goal is to drive organizational performance. So here we're also seeing a shift where you cannot immediately jump in and go after margin and EBITDA and profit, but you're looking at a user base. How do I activate that user base? And then how do I monetize that user base? So what does digital strategy do? It does quite a few things. First of all, it transforms business processes. So you can re-engineer your processes, the way you interact with your customers, with your suppliers, with your partners. All of that can be re-engineered, can be reinvented thanks to digital technologies. Secondly, you also look at what you have and what you can do, your resources and your capabilities, and how these get transformed. Take human resources. Do you have the right mindsets? Do you have the right skills within your organization to drive a digital transformation? Products and services get transformed. They get digitized. New services can be put in the market and new business models can be built around that. And finally, instead of looking at your industry as a fixed set of players within some limited boundaries, what we're seeing now is that it's turning into a loosely coupled dynamic ecosystem where unexpected players from new corners come in and where industry boundaries blur.